Once you understand where you are making the most money, then you can start to tailor your pricing model. You need to look at the profit.
All right. I'm Rebecca Hay, and I've built a successful interior design business by trial and error, podcasts, online courses, and so many freaking books. Over the last decade, I've grown from an insecure student to having false starts to careers, and now I'm finally in the place where I want to be. Throughout my journey, it's been pretty obvious that I'm passionate about business and helping other entrepreneurs do the same. Each week, I'll share tangible takeaways from my own experience and the experiences of other badass women to help you build your confidence and change your business.
Hey, it's Rebecca, and you're listening to Resilient by Design. This is a shorty episode. Today, I want to talk about profit. How do you pick a profitable pricing model? Let's talk about this because quite truthfully, for the first several years of my business, I actually was not clear on where I was making a profit. Now, part of that is that I wasn't making a profit at all. In fact, I was spending more than I was making, and I didn't know that I was collecting money to then pay my tax. So there's that. All that aside, though, there are certain aspects of your business that are more profitable than others. And here's my challenge to you in this shorty episode. I want you to look at your business. Look at the past 6 months, past month, past year. How long have you been in business? Look back. Take an hour. Commit 1 hour this week. Just 1 hour. Open up your QuickBooks. Open up your design docs. Open up your Excel spreadsheet. Whatever it is that you use. And I want you to look at the money you've brought in versus the time you put in. So this might sound complicated. It doesn't have to be. For us, we always used design docs, so it made it relatively easy. We could look at how much money did we collect in our time and how many hours did we spend. And then separately, look at all the products I resell. How much did I resell them for? And how much did it cost me? And those to me were the two areas where we had profit. If you have multiple revenue streams, you're going to want to look at the different revenue streams. For example, if you do e-design, that's probably a different revenue stream than a decorating or full service design. If you are doing design for a day, look at that as a separate revenue stream. Maybe I need to back it up here because maybe you guys are like, what do you mean revenue stream? Why don't you start with make a list of all the ways you bring in money? Your time, products, maybe it's small services, consulting, consultation, right? Like all the things. For me, it's never been that many items. It's been my time for design, it's been a consultation, and it's been products. So those are always my 3 revenue streams in my design business. Write down what the revenue streams are. Then I want you to look at over the past year, let's say, how much money did you bring in from each revenue stream? And if you're not already tracking this and you don't have a way to decipher the difference, then you need to set that up moving forward. For us in Design Docs, what we always used to do is we created unique categories. We had our accountant help us to create unique categories so that we were able to differentiate between money we received for the design phase and money we received for our implementation phase. If you guys took Power of Process, you know what I'm talking about. But that was really important to me so that down the road we could then see, are we more profitable with a fixed fee for design? Or are we more profitable with a fixed fee for our implementation? I mean, I've shared here before, but it turned out to be the opposite of what I thought. When I sat down and did this exercise and I looked at, okay, we brought in this much money with design phase, we brought in this much money with implementation phase. Oh, look at that. Based on the hours we've put in, we're actually not making as much money in design phase as I thought. I thought we'd totally locked it in. I thought we'd nailed it. That was our most profitable. We can control our hours. But I guess we weren't as efficient back then with the hours as I thought we were. Turns out we were making way more money on the implementation. And I did this exercise because I was considering scrapping implementation altogether because I was so frustrated with our trades, managing client expectations, and it was so challenging for me, as you guys have heard me talk about. And so for me, it was a wake-up call like, oh, actually, I'm making money there. We need to look at really making money there and how do we make money in the design? So I want you to do that because you might also find, what I found, that when you're reselling product, there's a lot of margin or money to be made there. There's a lot of profit there. And I teach this inside Power of Process, and I also teach this inside Pricing with Confidence, this idea of don't share your discounts because there's money to be made there. All that to say, do that exercise. Look at where do we bring in the most profit, not the most revenue. There's a difference, right? It might look like on the surface, whoa, look at all the money we've collected for our products over the last year. Like we've, let's say, collected $300,000. But how much of that did you pay out to suppliers? If you're splitting your discounts or completely passing them on, who cares how much money you brought in on product? If you're not making money on it, you need to look at the profit. And then once you understand where you are making the most money, then you can start to tailor your pricing model for your design services. And that is exactly what I talk about inside Pricing with Confidence. It's my mini course. It's a super bite-sized, consumable short course where I walk you through the main pricing models that I see in today's interior design industry. I share all the different ways that designers are doing it. I share my way, how I calculate my design fee, and you can take from that what you will, adjust your pricing model, but you do need to know where you are most profitable. All right. I hope this information is inspiring you to do the work, not overwhelming you. Simplify it. Don't get too caught up in the details. Overall, big picture, where are you making the most profit? And then you can tailor your pricing model to that. All right. I hope you guys like that shorty. Let me know in DMs on Instagram. Have you done this? And I would abso-frickin' love to know which area of your design business is the most profitable. You might surprise me. And I'll see you soon.
The Resilient by Design podcast is produced by Vera Marquez, edited by Abby Circatella, and hosted by yours truly, Rebecca Hay.